Hello, this is Heather Hoffman, and today I'm excited to walk you through the brand new 5th birthday May 2018 reverse confetti release. There are 5 new stamp sets, 2 of them with coordinating dies, and 5 new standalone dies and a gorgeous new paper pad. So I'm going to give you a closer look at each item along the way. Starting off, the first set is Moon Men. This is a super cute little set, great for little boys in your life, or bigger boys, as the case may be. Tons of cute little images, fun sentiments, and some great coordinating dies, really detailed ones. You notice the little constellation there. Here's a card I put together using a few of the little images. I put the little astronaut. He's a perfect size to put on a mini action wobble. And I added a few of the other little images on there too. You can see how great they work together. All right, the next stamp set I'm going to pull out is called Pattern Blocks, and this one is a great square. It's just a fun, unique stamp set. Some great for backgrounds. The sentiments are beautiful. I love the font, and I love that there's a floral and then a little more of a masculine or simple design. And the square is just such a fun, perfect for a card front, like you can see on there. Kind of a focal point. You can stamp around and create an entire background by lining up the edges, use it for heat embossing, watercoloring. And then another set, stamp set that I think coordinates perfectly with that is called My Tribe, and it's a great sentiment set, and you'll notice all of the sentiments are a great fit to fit on those pattern blocks. Most of my cards that I made with this release already, I used various sentiments from that, stamped over an image from the pattern block stamp set. All right, next up we have Hey Sugar, and this is a fun, appropriately themed birthday set. I fell in love with that one sentiment there, life happens, cake helps. Notice I used it there on my card, the cake, the popsicles, donuts, full of sugary treats and fun. The coordinating dies are great. They work perfectly with it to make quick, easy cards. All right, and then we have Birthday Wishes, and this is another great birthday set, perfect for celebrating. And then a standalone die that I think coordinates perfectly with this is the Candles die. I've seen a lot of people use this one already to make shaker cards, to inlay, to put shadow behind. You can line up several of them along a card front. I like how the width is perfect to go with all these sentiments from Birthday Wishes. They really are a perfect fit together. Here's a card I made that combined the 2 of them. And you can see how I die cut it and inlaid different colors of cardstock into the negative spaces. So again, Birthday Wishes and the Candles die. They're 2 separate, but they work great together. All right, moving along now to the standalone dies. First, there's a small rectangle one called Polka Panel. It's a little smaller than the front of an A2 card, perfect for an additional focal point. I threw it behind my front panel on that card, just kind of at an angle. You can die cut it, you can do it out of pattern paper cardstock, you can inlay the dots, tons of possibilities with that one. Now the rest of the dies are all a little more square shaped. That first one was a rectangle. The rest of these are all lots of great squares, which will work wonderful together. A personal favorite of mine is the Stitch Squares die. I love the triple stitching around the outside edges. You notice they all fit perfectly in each other, so you can cut frames by cutting a larger one and then cutting the smaller one out of the center. I used the middle size and the largest size on these 2 cards that I just pulled out to show you, but the stitching detail is great. I can tell I'm going to be using that one lots and lots and lots. All right, next up we have Blocked Out Square Panel. This is a great detailed backdrop. Again, you could use it for shaker cards, you could inlay pieces. The possibilities are pretty endless. I just tucked it behind my focal point on that card, and you can see it poking out the sides there. I also think it would be great to cut and use for stenciling, either with dye inks or embossing paste. Lots of different possibilities on there, and another totally fun way to use that one. All right, moving on. The next one is called Diamond Stripe Square. And this one, not only do you get the die cut panel, you also get a little square you can save out of there. I like to tuck that back in my storage envelope, and then if I ever need another die cut, sometimes I can pull that out to use in another spot. I'm going to give you a little peek here of a card that I have a video upcoming later this month for Wednesday in the Works. But in addition to using it as a square, if you turn it on a diagonal like this, it still works on an A2 card. I just trimmed off the extra, makes a great window. Again, it would be great for shaker cards, all kinds of fun possibilities with that one too. All right, now we have the pattern paper pad, and this is full of fun, bright birthday, just party themed colors to me. Lots of fun patterns, bright colors. I pulled out my reverse confetti ink sheet and I was going to match up colors, but as I went through, it matched probably 75% of the colors, and they're all coordinated. And the ones that didn't would still work with it, but directly coordinating, there were many that were a perfect match. So you can see all the neat patterns in there, some simpler ones, some a little busier and more intricate. And just get to the end, those are my scraps. I always tuck my pattern paper scraps back into my paper pad. That way I have them handy and I know exactly which ones they're from. And then I store my paper pad just upside down in a bin. That way it holds them in place. Just a little tip for ways to use your spare paper and keep it all organized and together without too much effort. All right, thanks so much for coming by. I hope you enjoy this release. I can't wait to see what everyone's favorites are. And happy birthday, Reverse Confetti. Congrats on 5 years. Have a great day.